Peace and blessings, folks. Montague here. Welcome to the full-fledged spring energy as we move into April 2024. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you. So as a collective, we know what the collective energy is looking like. So I just want to say a quick prayer for everyone. I pray that everybody be in a good space, that everything moves smoothly, and that everybody is able to cool down when necessary. All right, so here go the cards. Our first card is Seven of Cups. Talks about scattered energy. It's saying we've been everywhere. Energy's been coming in. Inspiration's been coming in. The muses have been working. Everybody has been in a state of continuous, sort of like filling one cup and another cup. And it's not necessarily saying it's good or bad. It's just saying that's the energy. It's just a lot of newness is flowing through. Especially with all the springtime energy, we have a lot of muses, a lot of inspirations, a lot of energy just hitting us from all directions, and we might feel like, oh my gosh, which way do I go? This card represents our romance right now, and anybody who's in a romantic relationship, the Eight of Cups. And this card is basically really pulling on us to recognize those things in us that we can only give to ourselves. It's like, yeah, your partner's great. Your partner is in love with you. Your partner is committed to you. But that doesn't mean that your partner has to be you or has to always be your entertainer. So sometimes looking away from your partner to look within to see what it is that you need to give to yourself will be the thing to balance that out so that your partner can give what they can give. And then you making sure tapping into the things you only can give yourself creates a more holistic space. All right. The card around our gifts is the Nine of Swords. This card is saying that we have to do what's scary to us. If it's not a little bit scary, if it's not something that makes you tremble a little bit, if it's not someone that pushes the boundaries of your courage, then you're not pushing hard enough, or you're not looking at it from the most beneficial perspective. So that Nine of Swords is telling us that you should be a little freaked out over the things that you want to create. It should be pushing your limits a little bit. And so lean a little harder into that, into those spaces that make us feel a little bit uncomfortable. And for some of us, that means being a little more transparent about what we are. And for others of us, it just means to look at ourselves in lights that make us feel uncomfortable. The card around our jobs is the Five of Pentacles. Boom, Five of Pentacles. This card is a card that forces you to look at the weaknesses in your financial foundation. It asks you to really check for those weak spots. Where is money being wasted? Where is time being wasted? As far as the things that you use to make money, and really making sure you tighten up any of those loose ends. Are there any apps that you pay for that you don't use that you can get rid of? What little things can you take care of that'll make a big difference later on? the moon. The moon is popping up as our biggest weakness right now. And what does the moon represent? It represents being led by the subconscious. We have to be aware of where we're going. We have to carry out our plans, not our subconscious desires. We have to follow through with our plans in this season before summer hits. Okay. So from spring, which is now, all the way up through, I'd say up through July or even June, there should have something that was carried out. Also, it warns against secrets. So it's a bad time to keep secrets. It's a bad time to protect things that may be bringing you into realms of addiction. You know, it's a bad time to have a secret addiction. You know, tell someone, talk to someone. It's a bad time to hide your gifts. It's just a bad time for hiding in general. The moon is the dark. The moon is what's mysterious. This is not that time. We're in a solar time where things need to be being pulled out. Okay, so it's warning against the moon, warning against moving and then making excuses as to why you moved, as opposed to planning and then carrying out those plans. So do not let your subconscious lead you right now. Big danger. All right. A card around our families. 7 of Pentacles. It's a time of celebration. Easter, coming out and having picnics or barbecues or whatever. Bring some sort of festivities into your life right now around your close family, around your close friends. You know, invite them over, cook for them. It's just the energy is ripe for that right now. And that's what's going to bring the most blessings, is the blessings of you maybe being generous and then seeing what comes as a result of your sacrifice. 3 of Wands here, representing our major spring meditation. And our major spring meditation is to move to the next phase. You know, it's not a huge shift. It's just a small shift. Just turn up the heat a little bit. Turn up the heat just a smidge. You don't have to turn it up. You don't have to turn it way up. You know, but it's time to move to the next stage in your evolution. It's time for you to carry out that the next phase of the project. So keep that in mind. This is our future card. It's saying before summer, a lot of us are going to be getting some moolah, okay? Or some boost in our health and vitality. So that's good. That's a gift coming on the horizon. So expect financial gain, abundance. If you're already someone who feels like you already get financial gain, expect to be called to share what you have. And last but not least, the overall card is here. Boom. And this is the 5 of Cups, which can be brutal. You know, it's a period where you feel like you lose something. That's where we're at. And that's a big energy around this solar eclipse that is coming up April 8th. There are things leaving right now. There's a huge portal, and it's starting to call the souls that are ready to transition. There's a huge portal, and it's sucking away things that we thought we needed that we no longer need. There's this huge portal, and it's calling us to really change our perspective around certain things that maybe we were really comfortable seeing in one way. So anyway, that's your springtime reading. I'll talk to you more about the eclipse